Hello. This is Debbie Drum, and welcome to customizing your quote unquote fancy books. So, what does that mean? Well, this is anything that you create a book from, any type of tool. There's so many out there. I've got a few here. Designrr, and I recommend all of these too. Designrr, Sqribble, journal makers, activity book creators, Canva templates, and basically it's anything that exports as a PDF. And some of these programs do have limitations when it comes to customization. So a lot of times you might want to put something like maybe like a special logo in the corner, or some kind of image on the back of the page, or whatever it is you want to do. And perhaps the program that you're using might have some limitations. So you're going to want and need to manipulate that export of your PDF. And as you may or may not know, is you can't easily edit a PDF. Now, when I first started marketing online, the limitations of editing a PDF were pretty humongous. I think it was you needed to buy like an Adobe specific PDF editor, and I remember I was like, wow, I do this like once a year. I don't want to spend this amount of money just to edit one page or delete one page of a PDF or add text or add images, whatever it was. Today, we're really lucky that we've got some amazing tools right at our fingertips that are free, believe it or not, to do exactly what we want to do, right? So your PDF output, you can publish it as is, but what if you want to customize it? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So here I have a list of resources where you can kind of play around with them, and they let you customize PDFs. So in a way that makes it an editable file. So I'm just going to go to the first one on the list. I'm not going to demo them all, but I'm going to go to the first one just to show you the opportunity that you have here. It's called PDF Candy. And as you can see, we've got a lot of variety here in what we can do with a PDF. We could merge PDFs. We could arrange pages, right? A lot of times we want to delete pages, edit pages, split pages, delete pages. My preference here, if I were going to want to do something from here specifically from a document that I want to edit, I would probably want to do PDF to Word, because then it will export as a Word document, and now I'm able to do whatever I want inside of that Word document and then resave it as a PDF. Some of these don't really make a lot of sense, like PowerPoint to PDF, because PowerPoint already does that. But I don't know, they have that option available here. So you can kind of play around with the options if you want to edit your PDF. And I think one of the main options here specifically is to do PDF to Word. Another old school technique is copying and pasting from PDF to Word, which was a nightmare because you had to do a lot of editing. So having this tool in particular is really a game changer. So you can go ahead and check out some of these and see which ones you like best. Some of them are pretty cool, where you can take the PDF as is and just apply text to it if you want, or apply images if you don't necessarily want to do the whole exporting to a Word document, right? So you can play around with that, but I just showed you kind of one system here where you have a lot of options. Now, here is my favorite free tool here, and it's because my design tool of choice is PowerPoint, because it's just so easy to add things to a PowerPoint document. You could format things, you could add images, you could put things wherever you want to put them, and it's just so easy to use. And again, if I have a PDF, there's not a lot I can do with it. But if I go ahead then and export that to PowerPoint, now I have even more things that I can do with that file. So I'm just going to go to this convert PDF to PowerPoint, and all you need to do is drag your file and it uploads there, and then you just click start conversion and it creates a beautiful PowerPoint file. Okay, so that PowerPoint file, what you do is you just go ahead, double click it, and it opens up a PowerPoint document. So just for time's sake here, I did this with one of the activity books that I created from another program, and all of these were PDFs, pages. And as you can see here, what this did was it put each image on a slide. And what I can do is I can go to File, Page Setup, and I can make the pages in any width and any height that I want. So if I want an 8.5 by 11, if I want an 8 by 10, a 6 by 9, I can change it right here. If I want to add text, if I want to add page numbers, if I want to add a footer, maybe I want to add a page that just has like my information on it, whatever it is I want to do, I could now do it inside of PowerPoint. And then when I'm all done with the book, I can export it again and then resave it as a PDF. So I can make a cover page, I can make a copyright page, anything I want to customize this book even further. And what's also great is I can take it and let's say maybe I don't like this design. Boom, I just click delete. I click delete and there it goes. Goodbye. It's gone. All right. So not too complicated stuff, right? It's just pretty easy. And these are the main products or resources that I recommend. I also have this too here as the resources to some of the programs that I recommend. Now you have zero limitation. You can export anything you want, and then you can go ahead and make changes to that document if you need to, right? Maybe there are some programs that export the document exactly as you want, so you wouldn't have to do this. But if you need to do this and you export it as a PDF, now you know that you do not need to worry about limitations because they're not there anymore. And I recommend these programs: Designrr, Sqribble, this activity book creator, plug and play journals. You can take a look at that. And then you have this resource, so you'll be just fine. Hope you enjoyed this. Debbie Drum signing off. Good luck with your customizations. Show me your creations. Bye-bye.